Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. ADA continues to be frozen, really. Yeah, it doesn't really move at all. We continue to just follow the wave count at the moment. It's just that obviously the current wave count doesn't really spark a lot of volatility. It means that we are obviously in the white wave count, we're looking for another low. We use this wave count to establish when the downside potential in this particular wave count will be invalidated. That doesn't mean it couldn't go down afterwards anymore, but it will make it much harder, and we certainly might get the yellow wave count in control, which could send ADA higher in the bullish count. But be aware, this is not a high confidence structure to the upside. That's why I highlighted them all with a question mark. Nevertheless, there is a potential that price will follow the yellow count higher in a larger impulse or diagonal structure as long as 23.8 cent isn't broken to the downside. The wave count in the white structure, this would lead to another low. And we already established that we can count an ABC structure complete in a wave 4. But if it was that easy, then price would already have started the decline. Now, we cannot see that at this stage. Yeah? So what is missing, and we obviously observe this, what is missing is clear downside potential, downside momentum, which should really have started had we followed here a wave 1, a wave 2, the wave 3 now unfolding. Yeah, in a wave 3, we should certainly see some downside momentum. Instead, ADA is following something that doesn't give us any clear indication as to whether it wants to go down or up. So what we are doing, we are establishing the relevant pivot points for each wave count, and that gives us high reward, low risk setups for each scenario. So for example, for the scenario to the downside, as established earlier, we have a breakout point at 30.5 cents. So if that level breaks to the upside here, the white wave count is basically invalidated. Again, doesn't mean it couldn't go down anymore, but in this particular wave structure, it would certainly shift probabilities in favor of the yellow wave count, which would lead to the upside. So 30.5 cents is a very relevant level because it is the top of that C wave, and a break above that would make this structure very strange. It's anyway a strange structure, it's quite messy. So the idea is in the white wave count, a wave 1, a wave 2. Yeah, maybe the third wave has started, but it could be another one too, or maybe we're dealing here with a diagonal structure. A break below 23.8 cents would make the white wave count much more likely and would clearly show it's in control, because then the support area of the yellow count will be invalidated. Now we can argue, okay, how do we count this? I mean, there are different ways. This looks very much like a triangle. Could be that this wave 2 is still unfolding and we had an A wave, the B wave is a triangle, and we get a C wave up, but then it's getting too high. So in this structure, I want the white wave 2 actually already finished. Now in the yellow wave count, we can count a leading diagonal to the upside, which would have topped on the 25th of June. Not high confidence because we don't have a clear 5-wave pattern. Looks much better on some other charts like for example, Polygon Matic or Solana. I mean, this can always extend to a larger diagonal. That's just not a high quality setup or scenario. But the point I tried to make earlier already is that as long as we're holding the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement of the move between the 10th of June and the 25th of June, the yellow wave count certainly has a chance. And this could be a 1-2 setup. It worked already here. Yeah, the setup worked out already once. At the moment, corrective price action would suggest that we test the orange support area again. At least down would at the moment be the expectation. Would change my view above 30.5 cents, but at the moment, this could simply be a B wave triangle. So wave A to the downside in wave 2, then an A, B, C, D, E pattern, maybe in the B wave, and then down to come down in the C. So the B wave basically would unfold as a triangle. Don't really have enough waves to conclude it's a triangle, but it looks very much like one because the movements to the downside are corrective, movements to the upside are corrective, and yeah, that would make another dip in wave C of wave 2 fairly likely. Yeah, there is not much more to highlight here. I mean, if it comes down, obviously a signal that the C wave has started would be a break below the trend line, below this ascending trend line. And then we need to see, can we hold support here at 26.3, 25.3 or 23.8 cents. That's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.